Hello everyone, my name is Chaos in the Sky, and welcome to Tales of Berseria. I'm not sure if you got to see the opening at the start of this video or not. It depends on after I upload it if it gets copyright stricken and then it says, you know, you gotta take out the audio or you gotta take out... Don't start playing it again. It'll possibly tell me that I need to take out the audio and then mute the whole video. It'll say, hey, this is banned in, like, the US and Japan and other locations, in which case I would have to remove it or mute it. So you might have gotten to see the visuals, but not the video, or but not the audio, or you might not have gotten to see any of it, in which case, sorry. But, you know, that's how YouTube is sometimes. But anyways, it was a really good opening. I'm really excited for this game. A little bit of a few things I want to touch up on really quick before we jump into the new game and start playing. This is Tales of Berseria, clearly. It is the 16th entry in the main series of the Tales of games. If you've never played a Tales of game before, you need to get into the Tales of games, because they're fantastic. I've yet to play a Tales of game that I did not enjoy. This will be, for me, my 7th Tales of game, even though it's the 16th in the series. I've played Tales of Symphonia, which was the 5th game in the series. That was my first one. Then I just recently finished Tales of the Abyss, which was the 8th in the series. Then I played Tales of Graces, which was the 12th. Tales of Zestiria, which was the 13th. Tales of Zestiria 2, which was the 14th. And then Tales of Zestiria, which was the 15th. And then, like I said, this is the 16th. So after this, I'll have played 12 through 16, as well as the 5th and the 8th. And I plan on playing all of the others on the channel at some point. Another thing I want to say really quick before we jump into the game. If you've been on the channel for a while, if you're new, you might not know anything about this, but if you've been on the channel for a while, then you probably know I usually record an hour at a time, and then I break that hour into 15-minute parts, 4 different 15-minute parts, and upload it like that. For Tales of Berseria, I'm going to do something a little different, which I have tried in the past, but I've never gotten enough I did it back when I was still beneath 1,000 subscribers. Now I'm almost at 2,000, so I want to kind of see what you guys as my audience feel like what you would prefer, which is, for this series, I'm going to do 20-minute parts instead of 15-minute parts, and I'll still record an hour at a time. You'll still get the same amount of content, just a little bit different. You'll get 3 videos, usually 3 a day, possibly 6 a day on the weekends, and it'll be 20 minutes instead of 15 minutes. So I'm just going to try that for this series and see if people like it more or less than my old way of doing videos. But with all of that aside, I'm really excited for this Tales game. I don't know very much about it. I usually try and keep away from learning too much about games that are coming out because I like to go in as blind as I can. The few things I do know is, obviously, it's the 16th in the series, so the fact that it's a Tales game lets me know immediately I'm going to enjoy it to some amount. Even my least favorite Tales game, which I believe was Zestiria, I still enjoyed a good bit. Another thing is that apparently this Tales game is supposed to be one of the darker of the series, possibly the darkest in terms of storyline, so I'm really excited to see what they do about that. And it's also the first Tales game to have a female as the main protagonist that does not share the role with a male. Mila Maxwell from Xillia was the first main female protagonist, but she had a dual protagonist role with Jude Mathis, the other main character. But this character, Velvet, I think her last name is Crow, Velvet Crow, something like that, she is the main protagonist all by herself, and I am really excited to see her character, because she's got a pretty awesome design. But anyways, without any further ado, I've wasted the first, 3 to 4 minutes here of a rambling intro. Let's get into the game. Battle difficulty, for players familiar with action-based battle system, I think I'm going to go with moderate, because, like I said, this is my 7th Tales game, so I've got a little bit of insight on how to play these games. I'm going to hold off on hard unless moderate is too easy, which I doubt. Adjust the amount of time allowed for buffering commands during a combo. Definitely short, I think. I might change these a little more later on if the game allows me to. Map camera rotation speed. Immediately come out. I should probably go in order, though. Battle control configuration, I'm just going to leave it as is, and I'll learn it as I go. Subtitles are definitely going to be on, although I'll be quiet as much as I can during cutscenes. Menu shortcut, items is left, arts is right. That seems fine. I don't like to mess around with controls very much unless I run into something I really dislike. I like to just try and adjust to it. Vibration I will definitely have on. I'll leave the axes normal. Rotation speed. I'm going to leave it at 3, but I might, after messing around with it a bit in-game, I might change that. Auto adjust off. I would like to have full control over the camera. Stereo, yeah, whatever. Skit and battle voices. TV speaker and wireless controller. No. I just want the TV speakers, yes. I do not like it when voices start coming out of my controller. It sometimes makes the recording sound weird because it goes through my mic. Music volume, sound effects volume, and voice volume, and movie volume. I'll leave all those at 4. I can edit that in editing if I need them to be lower or higher. And I'm not going to restore the defaults. All right, I think we're ready to go. Let's do it. Start the game. My 7th Tales game. I am so excited for it. Oh no, did Madara already cast the Infinite Tsukiyomi? Are we already screwed?
They're already demons. You hide here, Velvet. I'm going back to help Celica.
I'm so scared. Arthur, please.
You'll be just fine with these. Celica enchanted them herself. They'll give you the courage you need to survive.
They will?
Sure they will. Now, have I ever lied to you? I'll come back for you once Celica is safe. It's scary, but don't give in to fear. Don't despair, no matter what.
I won't. I promise. After all, I'm Laffy's older sister, and your student.
Well, that's one way to start your game off. That looked like a memory of Velvet's, most definitely.
On that day, the world began to change. Men and beasts possessed by evil spirits, hunting and killing anyone they could. But even in the depths of despair, only 2 things matter to me. The taste of blood-soaked flesh, and revenge upon one man.
When they said this was a darker storyline, they were not kidding.
Laffy, time to wake up. Okay. Morning. I told you to stop calling me Laffy. I'm not a little kid anymore. Grumble, grumble, huh? You must be feeling good. Bit of a fever, I'm afraid. At least the new medicine's supposed to come today. Until then, you stay in bed, got it?
What? Aw, but I wanted to go to the Cape.
Sorry, you'll have to wait.
Can I at least read a book?
Don't trouble your sister, Laphicet.
I didn't mean to.
Arthur, done chopping firewood?
Yeah, enough to last through winter. But there's something else I need to take care of. Sorry, but medicine money'll have to wait a bit.
I can earn it myself then. Bring down a few prickle boars, and I'll have plenty to offer in trade.
On your own?
Arthur's first maxim. Plans must be solid and reactions flexible.
All right. I shouldn't doubt my students' abilities. Sorry to put you in a spot.
I'm sorry, Velvet.
Whoa, hey! What's everyone apologizing for? We're a family, right?
Right. I'll see you later.
I whipped up some porridge for you, okay? Be back by evening.
Thank you. Be careful, Velvet.
Alright then. L2 does nothing. Share button shares, what a shock. L1 resets the camera. Left stick obviously moves it around. L3 does nothing. Directional buttons do nothing at the moment. Touchpad is for the menu. Pause game with options. Alright. R1 is my current objective. R2 means nothing. Open map with square. Start skit with triangle. Love skits. Circle to cancel. X to confirm. Rotate the camera with the right stick. R3 to change the distance. Alright. I've immediately forgotten everything, but hopefully I'll get used to it. But anyways, I feel like we've definitely... By the way, we're in a ball, and it said something else. I should have been reading that, but I wasn't. I didn't realize there were words at first. I thought it was just like a symbol. But definitely should have been reading. It said a ball and something else. Can talk to you. Alright, well, clearly at the start here, we've got some time skipping going around, it seems like. Back to when Velvet was a child, then to when she had the crazy demon arm that I've seen in much of her, much of the art leading up to this game. And then... I can't jump. Right. Can't jump. Got it. At least not at the moment. You can jump there. But, and now we're here, where she appears to not have demon arm. So, we'll see where that goes. Let's talk to, you.
Rest up, all right?
Don't forget to take some gels with you. You know, you're careless sometimes.
I'll be fine. You just make sure.
Don't worry.
You better be.
I accidentally tapped X because I'm used to having to press X because I've been playing Tales of the Abyss. I'm gonna go through it again.
Keep warm.
Sheesh.
He didn't say the same thing. Whoops. That is unfort. Okay. Is there a way that I can change that? Let me go to... Is it under system? No, that's only save and stuff. Is there no setting I can go to make it where the subtitles don't auto-cycle? I don't want them to auto-cycle. I'm just gonna have to get used to it. Alright, hopefully I don't skip very much, if any more things. I'll be a lot more careful about it, I promise. A mini-map showing your current surroundings is displayed in the upper left of the screen. You can use it to check the locations of your objectives, shops, and more. Awesome. Press square to display the area map. Unlike the mini-map, which only displays your current surroundings, the area map shows the entire region you're currently in. Press R1 to display the current main story objective in the upper right. That is always handy. I love that. Additionally, the event list on the area map displays objectives and progress in both the main story and side quests.
If I'm on the hunt for prickle boars, I'd better try the tranquil woods outside of town. This is for Laffy's medicine, so I can't mess this up.
There's not a jump button. Why is there not a jump button? There was a button that made me move slower. What button was that? Not square. Circle? Circle makes you walk slower. Okay. But what button makes me walk faster is the real question. Got some leak. Very nice. Alright, I'm liking the look of this so far. I'm gonna have to, like, drill it into my head not to press X during the subtitles. Which is gonna be hard, but I will do my best. Anyways, I'm liking the look of the game so far. Seems promising. Let's get a move on. Gotta go hunt these prickle boars. Guess we're gonna be seeing a lot of these little, diamond-shaped things in the air a lot. There's a better name for that shape, but I cannot think of it off the top of my head. So we are in a little nature-y town here. Got some people to talk to. Remember, Chaos, it auto-cycles. Press no buttons.
Ever since the opening 7 years ago, this world's really gone crazy. Famine, freezing weather, and worst of all, this Daemonblight that's turning people into monsters.
I can't believe that people can really turn into those things. It's a nightmare.
Does no one know what causes Daemonblight? Or how to heal it?
No. What we do know is that when people turn into those monsters, I mean, demons, they gain incredible strength and attack humans on sight.
Whoever named it the opening named it right. It's like someone opened a portal directly to hell.
Come to think of it, Celica died during the opening, didn't she? It might be a good thing she died when she did. She didn't have to suffer through all of this.
It's good that my sister died? How can you say that?
Sorry. I didn't mean it that way.
You're a real idiot, you know that? Sorry about him, Velvet.
That was what? Dude, they're like, learn some tact or something. Like, come on.
I should probably stock up on a few things before I go into the forest. I don't have a lot of money to spare, but like Arthur always says, battles are won and lost with the preparations made before the first strike.
I can already tell this game is going to interrupt me a lot, which I will always go quiet for the game, but I won't be happy about it sometimes. Anyways, something else I forgot to mention about this game is that apparently it is a very distant, like, prequel to Tales of Zestiria. They're set in the same universe, but Tales of Zestiria is so far away into the future that it's not even going to be a factor. It's just, they do have some links, but, you know, it's never going to link into, like, the main characters of that game, which were Saray and the Seraph and stuff like that. From what I've been told, I might have been misinformed, or I might have it slightly wrong, but from what I understand, that's how it works. We're going to talk to all these exclamation point people, definitely, before we move on.
Hey, Velvet. Is Laphicet feeling better?
No, not yet. He needs a little more rest, I think.
Aw, too bad. Tell him I'm looking forward to hunting beetles with him again when he's better.
Right, got it.
Laphicet's illness sure is persistent.
Yeah, that fever still keeps coming back, like clockwork. The medicine always helps a little bit, but still.
That sounds terrible. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Thanks, but we'll be fine. At least we've got Arthur to take care of anything that needs muscle. And before he came, Celica raised me and Laffy all by herself. So now I have to do my best too.
You sound just like your sister. That optimism must run in the family.
I do? That's nice of you to say.
Alright then, getting some backstory here. Was it, yeah, R3 changes the distance of the camera. I think this is as far back as it goes. I definitely want as much distance as possible, I think, to give myself a better field of view.